Welcome back, guys, to the project. I believe this is episode 6, and if you're new to the channel, this is a series where essentially it is my project, or the project of the series, to fill up this map, and since it's a large world, every other map, which I think is like 25. But if you remember from last episode, this was I've taken a lot of cobblestone out, and it's taken quite a while. So today's episode objective, we're going to actually make a mob spawner. And the reason is I want to get a lot of XP. One, if I get a diamond pickaxe, I can keep on upgrading and try to get the efficiency to make this a little bit faster, but also to get creepers so I can get gunpowder and make a lot of TNT. So as you can tell, I have gotten a lot of cobblestone. So we are going to make the mob spawner, and we need a ton of cobblestone. This may be more than enough, but I don't want to have to come back and get some more. So I'm actually going to make it over here. Try to get away from I want to do it out in the water. Try to get away from every other kind of like landmass, so other mobs don't spawn. So let's go ahead and get out there. Oh no 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 no! That sucks. Come on, come on. Okay. Also, I'm doing this in survival because I see a lot of videos on the how-to. This is also gonna be like a how-to video, how to make one. All the how-to videos on how to make a mob spawner, they're in creative, and yes, that does tell you how to do it, but I also I like to see videos of people making them in survival, because that's kind of more, I guess, realistic. I don't know why you would want a mob spawner in creative, because you can kind of get everything you want in creative. So this is going to be more how to make it in survival. And I may probably just, honestly, I'm not going to really talk too much when I do it, because it can kind of get boring, because there's a lot of blocks you got to place, and it's just kind of tedious. So I'm going to try to, in the software, speed it up a little bit so you can kind of see what's going on. But I do need to make it, I'll probably do it out here, but there's a little bit of ground down there, so yep, right over here. So I got to build up so I can have a platform to start building off of. Is that a... Let's go! See, I've never been in one of these. I think that's the temple. Oh, actually, I'm not going to go close, because I think you get like these weird little things go around you. I don't know what they're called, but they make you like mine all slow and stuff. But awesome. We got I think it's an ocean temple or something like that. So definitely we're gonna try to explore that and try to I don't know the word for it. I'll actually just build it on this over here. Or dig it out and get all the water out so we can kind of use it for that. Let's plug the old computer, and it's about to die. I use the laptop, but just gonna build it over here. Oh, we'll just go ahead and leave that. So let's see. Let's start it up here. Just kind of dig this dirt out. I like to get a little platform, or make it flat to make the platform, if I can speak. So I'm gonna start off with a 4x4 square, and that's where they're gonna spawn at. So then I'd like to do this. And this is kind of where the pillars are going to be, and kind of an area where they can't really get to. And I should have brought glass. It makes it look a little bit nicer, but I'll go ahead and just do the whole thing in cobblestone, and you'll see in a second. But so these are going to be the pillars, and this is where they're going to go up, and we're going to go up 20. So that's, we'll start. Yeah, we're going to start here. Just go a little bit higher. So 1, then we got. One, and I am gonna fall, I bet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now I could fall and lose a lot of health, but here's like a little, as you're going down, kind of grab the water back, and you just kind of float down to the bottom and don't really lose anything. So a little helpful hint. Go ahead and do this again. Now, if you want, you can just kind of skip through the video and get to the next step, but not really much to talk about. I'm just counting up to 20, kind of making sure it's even. So again, just kind of place the water, go off to the side, and then pick it back up. That was a fail. Didn't pick it up. Let's go ahead and go back up there. I'll grab the water when I get up there. You got to be careful a little bit. I kind of messed up a little bit. So, about died there. That would have been bad. Alright, went up just a little bit too high. Okay, let's take the water back. Place it down. make sure it goes down a bit. And let's make sure we grab it this time. And it kind of goes down a little bit faster sometimes than you are, so you kind of got to be a little wary of that. So it is a good idea to let it kind of fall a little bit first. Now the sides, the two little things right here, the two brick ways, you can do this in glass. It kind of makes it look a little bit better, kind of cooler. But I've actually honestly just forgot to make glass, so I'm just going to try to do it all out of cobblestone. And one of the, I guess the pros of doing it all in cobblestone inside, which I guess can help with the mob spawning. So you want the darkest it can be, so go ahead and connect these. Make a square. Now, this is what I like to do, just keep note where those are at, the middle, because you're going to dig those up eventually. But after this, you're going to want to go 8 out, so 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's where you'll see in a second the water block's going to be. Now I'm just kind of like OCD, so I want it to all look the same on the bottom, so I'm just going to take that block out, do that, and then the same thing. And then we can test this out in a second. We're going to do finish all 4 sides the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And again, if you don't want to hear me count, you can just skip forward and go to the next step. So, do that. Take it off again. And the next pillar. Well, not really pillar, but yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I'll do the 9th one to put that brick up. You gotta be careful not to use my pickaxe too much. This is my, I only brought 1 pickaxe with me. Kind of ran low on material clearing out that big place in there. It's taken forever. That's why I want to get this to get a whole bunch of that gunpowder to make some TNT. And then also, I'll be able to get hopefully a lot of levels, so I can get a diamond pickaxe and hopefully get that efficiency. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and you just toward the 9th one. So I believe it's efficiency is what it is. Makes it go by so much faster when you're mining cobblestone, and also hopefully get like unbreakable or something. So it will last a little bit longer. So then after you get to this step, this is what I like to do right there. Now some people do 1 high or 2 high. I'm actually gonna try. We're gonna go 2 high this time actually. We'll see why in a second. So let's kind of connect these. Take some more cobblestone. I don't even know if I'm gonna have enough cobblestone. That is actually gravel. That's nice. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough cobblestone. If not, I'll make a trip back and just kind of cut it. This, I'll show you why you need it to be 8 long. And also do this too just to make sure you did do it right. So when you place a water block down, it travels 8 spaces forward. So it's going to stop right there. Remember that's the hole right there that you're going to leave it. So the idea is this is all going to be covered right there. That the mobs will spawn in this area. It'll be cobblestone, and they'll walk into here, and they will get pushed down to the hole. Now the reason I'm doing 2 high is some people think that they can still kind of hop out. I guess which they can. They can hop back out. So if you do 2 high, it's less of, I guess, a lesser chance or ability for them to actually hop out. So you can choose which one you want to do. Both work. Haven't really tested the efficiency of it, but yeah, you can. It's your choice, whatever you want to do. I used to make them just 1 high, but why not try something different? So this is one of the most tedious parts and time-consuming parts. So if you also notice, I did bring a bed. When it gets dark, I'm just gonna go ahead and sleep. And you guys don't have to watch it dark, but just Back over here, do the same side. Pretty self-explanatory at this point. Right there. Yeah, if you are going to start this project, make sure you have enough materials. I usually find it I don't bring enough, so always try to get enough materials before you actually start it, because it is quite frustrating when you don't bring enough. You gotta head back, and yeah, just try to bring enough. Try to bring more than what you think you need, because I always find out you don't bring enough anyways. So let's go ahead and do this wall, and then we're gonna place that bed down and go to sleep real quick. Try to get it brightened back up in here. All right, let's get the bed. Hopefully nothing spawns up here. Brought the sword just in case. Alright, good to go. Put that back in there. We're going to fill this in. Now, now if you are low on materials, or you don't have as much, I would advise you don't do the too high. So it'll take a little bit more time, or a little bit more bricks. It does take a little bit more time too, but it does take more cobblestone, so because you need to make it, depending on what kind of mobs you want, just make it 3 high when you go to put the roof on. 3 high. If you want Enderman, you can go ahead and put 4 high, but when you do Enderman, you kind of run the risk of the Enderman taking some of the bricks out and causing light to get inside, which can kind of be a pain, so you gotta go fix it, and then mobs are less likely to spawn in there because there's light. And so it's really your call. If you want a little bit more XP and some ender pearl, go ahead and make it 4 high. That's honestly what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna show you a little technique I do that saves you a little bit of brick or cobblestone, whatever material you want to use. I chose cobblestone because, as you saw, I have an abundance of it, and I'm going to continue to have a whole bunch of it because I plan on carving or hollowing, I guess, if that's the word, that little place out. If you watched the last episode, you would know that's the base, but that's going to be my base. So it's going to take some time, so that's why I'm doing this. Like I've already explained why. Almost done. See, you can tell this is just a very tedious process, but it's worth it. It's worth it in the end. Let's go ahead and do it here. And then also, when you do make this, always bring 2 buckets of water with you. I mean, you can bring more if you want, but bring 2 so you can make an infinite water source. If you don't know what that is, I'll show you here in a second. It's pretty easy, but 2 buckets of water, and you're set. And a ton of building materials. If you've already gone to the nether, that's also a good material to use, because nether brick or nether rock, I forget what it's called, that is insanely easy to get. You can get a whole inventory full in 15 minutes, if that. And they also spawn in that, so you don't have to worry about, well, they might not spawn. Yep, they do spawn. I still got 1 more. So yeah, it does take a ton of cobblestone, guys, or whatever material you're using, so don't forget to bring a ton. I think it's 64 for each one of these little corners too, so a stack for each corner. And then if you want to make it look nicer, you can put this in the furnace, make it stone. And like I said, I forgot to do the glass, which I kind of wish I would have. I might go back eventually and change it. Makes it look a little bit, cosmetically a little bit more better, if you're worried about how stuff looks in your world. Which I kind of am, but at this point, it's just kind of off in the distance. It's the 6th episode. I don't even have my base set up. So, I mean, later on, I might make a different one. I might keep this one, but yeah. So after you get to this part, you're gonna want to make the kind of the walls. So this, yeah, the walls. So I like to go around one time, around the whole thing one time, and then after that, you can kind of walk, and it will go a lot faster. Now the first, the first wall, I'm gonna go 3 high, and then I'll show you the technique in a second. You kind of, almost like a pyramid, you go in 1 to make a little bit of it 4 high, and you actually save a little bit of brick that way. Not much, but hey. If you're limited on resources, go ahead and do it. I'm getting, my pickaxe is about to break, so I gotta be careful with placing the wrong blocks. Also, guys, if you do want to play, go ahead and leave your gamer tag in the description. I'm on Xbox One, so I'd like to get you guys in here and play. But if you guys are just here for the this is how you make it, then yeah. Almost done. It's kind of hard to talk about something when you're doing a how-to video. This is kind of a how-to video plus my series, my Let's Play series. But okay, you got the first wall, and now it's pretty easy. Just kind of go around the whole way. I'm thinking I might have enough bricks, hopefully. I don't know if you guys can hear my controller, but I don't know what happened. It's just loud. So after we finish this little round, we're going to go one more time to make it 3 high, and then we're going to start on the roof. I think after this, I will actually put the water down real quick, because when I finish the top of the roof, I will have to go down. I'll just jump off to the water. And I do need to fill that stuff in down there, which kind of sucks. But I'm just going to make... So to make the infinite water source, you're going to need a 4x4 square. So this kind of works out right here. So you put empty one bucket of water in that corner, and then the opposite corner, the other side, you place it down. You can tell it's kind of flat. Then it refills itself. So just go ahead and do that. I'm not going to have a way out of here. That's awesome. So I don't think I have to go down there. So go ahead and put those in each corner. Is that water getting in there? That's weird. I've never seen it do that. I usually don't make my thing there, but hopefully it doesn't mess it up at all. Huh. Go ahead and place each bucket, sorry about that, in each corner. Alright, and then when I'm done, I fill my buckets back up, and then just fill it up, and that's how you get rid of it. See, my pickaxe doesn't break. I think we're good. Then I'll actually, sorry about that, go ahead and break this. Alright, and as you can see, that's where the mobs spawn, and they're, sorry, they fall down there, and I believe it's just high enough to where they don't die. So you just hit them once or twice, and they're good. So after this, I'm going to have to actually come down here and build those walls up, because if not, then they can get out, and it kind of defeats the purpose. But that's essentially it right here, and then we're just going to build the roof back up, or build the roof up. So after this one, it's going to be 3 high, and if you want to leave it like that, just go ahead and put a roof on. You don't want Enderman, you're good to go. I actually kind of do want Enderman, so I can get the Ender Pearls and whatnot. So I will make it 4 high, and if they end up taking stuff out, then I'll just come up and fix it. It's not that big of a deal. If you're worried about having to come up and fix it all the time, I honestly haven't even had problems with it. So it does happen. There's a chance you do run that risk, but it's not too bad. Let's go ahead and finish this off. I may have enough. I think I might have enough cobblestone. If not, I can always use that gravel to do the walls too. Okay, but when you're 3 high, this is what I like to do. Just kind of place one right there, place it up. So you're kind of saving cobblestone, but you also get an extra layer. So you will go 4 high, so Enderman can spawn in there. I believe it's 4 high, yeah. That's just what I like to do. So I am going to need at least 5 stacks to finish it off, so I believe I do have enough. Because each little corner is going to take a stack of 64. So then you got also the 2 little streams, so that adds about another extra stack. Other than that, guys, it's pretty much done. Um, Skip forward again if you don't want to just watch me place bricks. But again, this is how you do it in survival. I know you see in creative, people just do it real fast. They're flying around. It's a lot easier. You don't have to worry about falling and whatnot. Yeah, when I'm doing this, you can tell in the top left corner I'm always crouched because you can walk on the corner and it saves you from falling. I have learned the hard way. So definitely crouch, guys. If you're feeling frisky, it's a little bit faster if you don't crouch, but I like to. I can't stand dying and having to come get my stuff back in. As you can tell, I'm level 20, and that's from pretty much just cooking meat and oh crap, that's down there. Cooking meat and cobblestone. So crap. So I came down here to fix this. I didn't even notice that. So go ahead and place a thing back up to get up here. Hopefully my thing doesn't break. Okay, we're good to go. Awesome. You just make sure everything's fixed before you come back up. Alright, it's about to break. Yeah, but this is pretty much it. Just go ahead and fill it all in, and then we'll test it at the end. So if you want to skip, go ahead and skip. You'll see it. I'm pretty much just filling this whole thing in. Double check, make sure everything's looking alright. Now when I do get more than like 2 layers over here, I will start to uncrouch and then crouch when I get close to the edge because I don't want to fall in there. And it's not that big of a deal if you have a good pickaxe, but mine's about done for, so that's why I'm crouching. Now, there are also other techniques and different ways to build a mob spawner, but this is my technique. I think it's one of the more simple ones. Efficient, it works, and if you're getting something out, I mean, you come across cobblestone a lot, especially if you're going down in caves and exploring a lot. So you're definitely gonna. It's a material you don't have. It doesn't take a long time to get. If you go to the Nether, you just want some quick ones. It's not that bad. There are more compact versions of this. I personally have never made one. I like this one better. I mean, like I've said, it doesn't take that much stuff to build in the grand scheme of things, but this one's, I like it. You get a good amount of mobs that spawn. Just try to stay away from other land masses. That's why I built this out in the water. You don't want them to have any other, I guess, options to spawn it. You want them to spawn here and this place, which if you are close to other things, it will not work as efficiently because they have other options, other places to spawn at. So try to do it out in the middle of nowhere, or just go really high in the sky, build it up there. I believe the radius is like 100, I could be wrong, I think it's 144 blocks. They can spawn in that direction and out in water. I mean, zombies and skeletons, they aren't going to spawn out in the water. So this, I tried to make it as this is the only place they can spawn. Just keep that in mind when you're making it. You don't want to give them any other option to spawn at. Also, if you want to make this even more efficient, try to increase the amount that are spawning, or if it's just not spawning enough, you can try where that square is right there, actually dig another square out, and you can actually double this, so you make a second story on there. I've done that before, and it not only does it work a little bit better and you get a little bit more, it kind of looks cool. And if you want to do different colors, you can do that. It's whatever you want. You could do one wall of 3 high, so it just gets those kinds. You can do it the next layer 4 high, so you get Enderman. You can also build this out of grass and put a whole bunch of torches and make it light, and you can sometimes get like animals and stuff to spawn, so you can kind of make it a like a farm. So that's also another cool option. Don't forget you can do that. I actually might make one of those. I've actually never made one. I've made it in creative, but in creative I just kind of built it real quick and I got like 1 or 2, but there's just so much room for everything else to spawn, so it worked, but there's a ton of animals everywhere else. So yeah, as you can tell, I had a ton of brick and I've already used that much. So I mean, I said it doesn't take that much brick in the grand scheme of things, but considering I just started, I didn't have that much kind of in storage. So it does take a lot in a sense, so definitely make sure you bring enough. I knew, because I've done this a lot of times, that it's going to take a lot of brick, and you rather bring more than not bring enough. So after I close this up, I've noticed sometimes it kind of glitches, and it's like as if some of the blocks aren't there, and it gets pretty dark in there, or it shows light in there. So I like to go down there and kind of check, make sure, just kind of look up. If it looks dark, you're good to go. If it looks light, then you may have to go back up there and fix that. So let's find a safe spot to jump off at. This looks like a good one. There's a creeper down there. Yep, there's a temple over there too. You can see it. Try to get him out here. I don't want him blowing that up. I've had that happen before. I started spawning before I actually finished it, and it blew up what I made. So that's really frustrating when that happens. So just be wary, be careful, guys. Oh, I think it's already starting to spawn stuff. Yep. So as you can tell, it's working. Just I wish it wasn't working right now. Okay. Good thing it's daytime, so he can burn. Okay. So I'm gonna try to do this really quick. Yeah, I was thinking about putting water down because I'm gonna have to fall eventually, but I'm trying to make this. I'm gonna actually not supposed to do these bottom blocks. You leave the bottom ones open so you can actually hit their feet. So I'll just do the first one like that, so I can just hit them from one side. But I will eventually block those off. Hopefully he can't get me. Okay. Yeah, and so like when it's with glass, this whole thing's glass right here, so it looks kind of cool. You can see him. You can see how much are in there, what mobs are in there. You can see him fall. It's pretty cool, but not a biggie. Cobblestone works just fine. The only thing I have a problem with now is trying to get down without killing myself. So I'll also probably try to use the water scaffolding like I showed you earlier when I was building the pillars. So I really hope this works. Hopefully, guys, it should. I'd be kind of a little irritated if it didn't work right off the bat. I just spent all this time building it, and it doesn't want to work, but it should. I've done it plenty of times. Usually works out. Even if it does, if it's not too efficient, I mean, you still got a safe place to kill mobs, and that's also one of the benefits of doing it out here on an island or in the sky. You don't risk the chance of them kind of randomly spawning elsewhere. You kind of give them like on the ground. Like, I mean, they have a little bit of space, but I'll throw torches down there so they don't spawn there. The only reason they did it was nighttime, and I was up top. I think I might have went a little bit too far down. I don't know if I can reach that one. Okay. You can also do this in the very beginning so you don't have to go back, but I just wanted to hurry up and get through it. Show you guys how to get it done. Yeah, see, you guys can tell it's working pretty good. It's pretty dark in there. You can already tell right here. You definitely want to get this. If you do glass, I advise you to do... Dang it. Take a second. I don't have any pickaxes. Any second. Okay, I advise you at least go at least 3 down in whatever material you're using to build it, because light can actually come through the glass and kind of lighten it up in there a bit. So I'd advise you to... Oh, this is going to be interesting. I advise you to at least do it 3 blocks like that. 3 blocks down so it doesn't make it as bright in there. Just come up here. Yeah. Also good to get that extra bucket of water so you can water scaffold. It's great. It helps you out a lot if you kind of miss blocks up like I just showed you there. And it can help you jump down if you don't have food, if you don't want to risk dying. So it's good to go. I'm also going to have to do it for the last part of the block, so always have the bucket of water with you. Alright, so So I'm gonna take the water right here. Place the block there, and then I place this one there, and it destroys the water source anyway. So I lost the water source, but hey, I got a whole ocean here. So I'm just gonna throw some torches around here so mobs don't spawn down here when it's nighttime or anything. Definitely some mobs there. That's gonna bug me. Is that oh, that's probably the arrow that fell. So let's try to go ahead and take these guys out real quick so I don't keep getting shot in the back. I cannot stand skeletons. They shoot you and you can't get close to them, and it's annoying. Okay, so that's it, guys. This is how you build the mob spawner, and they should start spawning any second now. Sometimes it takes a while because it's just got built, but there you go. That's pretty much how you build it, guys. If you like the content, if you want to see more how-tos, let me know in the comment section. If you want to see something else built, I'll do that for you. And it doesn't look too bad. It actually looks pretty cool. And when you're far away, it kind of gives a little something cool to look at. So if you like it, leave a like. If you want to see more, comment. Let me know what you want to see built. And if you like it, subscribe. This has been Ritzy. I'll be out. I'll probably actually cut it when some mobs are spawning there. So see you later, guys. So I'm back. So I went back to the base, made a diamond pickaxe, but then kind of fixed up little things. And as I was building this, actually, I kind of got a cool idea. I put glass at the bottom, and then it's kind of made. You can do this differently any way you want to, but just kind of like a little viewing area. I'll fix it a little bit later, but yeah, you can kind of see. I can't tell what mob it is, but I think it. One of them, when they fall, it's actually a little bit too far. They die. So if you wanted, you could add a little, put signs on the sides and add a little water so they splash through that. But yeah, it's daytime and you can see they're just spawning like crazy. And don't forget, those little guys do fall through. You can put a slab in there maybe to stop it, but me just building that, yeah, look at this. I mean, it's just free XP and free stuff. Sometimes you can't get the stuff, so spiders do get through too. It's not 100% foolproof or whatever, but just dig that block out and you can kind of walk in there, pick up your loot, and they can't get out. Besides those one guys. I don't know why I can't pick that one up. I guess it's glitched or something. I don't know. But yeah, other than that, guys, it's pretty simple, pretty cool. You can switch it up however you want, add your own little flair to it, but it's not that bad. It's pretty easy. Free XP, free material, and yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed. You can get loot. It's really good if you have a looting sword, but pretty much it. This is first time I ever did this. Kind of a cool idea. I actually like it. You can kind of see them. If you want to sit here for a while, you can actually watch them fall. But that's what I'm talking about. Halfway up there, add signs on each side and put a bucket of water on each side, and it they splash through it and they take less fall damage. Not that big of a deal to me because I mean, hey, I'm still getting mobs, so I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, and they just keep on spawning. It's free XP and free material. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and if you like it, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you want to see different stuff, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you want to see. See you next time, guys. Hope you have a good day.